So let me just speak a little bit, and you will understand more deeply that this building up of this energy actually is not independent of you. It is because of you. Because you, the being whose natural state is effortless existence, has been living in the state of doer for a long time. Namaste, beloveds. Sitting in silence like this is the most fruitful actually, in the direction of truth, in the direction of living, knowing who we are, and living and knowing the life. This is most fruitful. Because from the silence of our being, from this peacefulness, we are not already full of sense of struggle, trouble, or problem or complaint. No, we are in a place of being where mm, we are already peaceful and joyful. And from here we can look at life. We can so naturally allow, or we feel encouraged to look at life as it actually is. Like there is no task already. There is no task list already at hand here. To some of us, it may look like a break from the busy day or busy life, from the task list. No, for some others, it is like a discovery that, oh, I have this option also. that I can just be without ticking the task all the time. I can just be without attending the thoughts all the time or attending anything. So this just sitting meditation, this just sitting in silence is an environment where we naturally discovering ourselves. We are discovering the being, no being, without doing anything, like finding ourselves in a state where we are not doing anything, like continuously not attending the thoughts or feelings or not attending anything, and yet we are here. Not waiting that, okay, once this meditation is over, then I will jump onto the task list because there is a lot of backlog there. No. All the backlog, all the tasks of life are voluntarily attended by us, not compulsorily. Fundamentally, I am saying, superficial level, maybe we'll feel that, oh, such situations are like this, so I have to attend, and so on and so on. But fundamentally, if we look deeply, there is nothing that need to be attended as a must. And this is our freedom. Freedom to be. We are free to be. That's why we are free to experience. And because we are free to experience, we are free not to experience also. You know? Not to experience means just living our own being, our own self, relaxed. Living in the being state, living in the non-doing state, no? Like this. So I hope you are living with me right now. And we need support. And this what is being shared right now is that support. Like we get too much caught up in the in the sense of doing, sense of finishing the task continuously one after another, like a circle of attending the thoughts and the feelings continuously one after another. No? And we don't find it easy to drop out of it. And help is needed and help is given. This is the help. Just sitting in silence like we are sitting right now, and the other mode in which we were, they are not directly related actually. They don't directly correspond. If we bring our mind here, we will not be able to understand. It's like we are running and trying to understand how it feels when I don't run and I just sit, no, physically. We are trying like this. That will not work here. We can only know what it feels to be just sitting after running when we actually sit and do not run. So just sitting like we are doing right now is actually giving up the doing, the task list and everything else. Basically attending, leaving that impulse to attend continuously. No? And if any one of you feel, I don't know how not to attend my thoughts and feelings, no? Then you can check how do you attend anything right now? And once you become clear that how I am attending my thoughts and feelings, just do the opposite of it. Do not do that thing. That's all. It is really very simple. And it can be done right now. There is no long process required for it. There is all the support here in this guiding, in this togetherness, no? Just sitting like we are sitting right now is not a activity really of the being that we are. It is the natural state of ourself. And this is not optional actually. Everything else is. Just sitting, just being is not optional. Everything else is optional. For everything else, we have an option whether to go for it or not, whether to attend it or not. And this, we don't have option actually. That's why there is no option, no effort. Only appreciation for this relaxation into our being, for, for this deep rest into ourselves. And when we are not attending anything right now, does not mean that we cannot attend anything when we want to. It's just that right now we are not attending anything. And we are learning somehow that, hey, body still continue breathing, its energies and consciousness can take care of it. Body can still continue sitting nicely while I am resting in myself. All the necessary energy and consciousness in the body is there while I am not doing anything about it. This is that state of our being. This is that environment, this place, or whatever we can call it. This is that state of our being where we don't have anything in a way, and yet we are supremely joyful, supremely peaceful, supremely restful. What an amazing contrast, no? What a paradox. That in the other state, in the active state of our being, we have everything in a way, and we are not happy. We are not peaceful, we are not joyful. Here we don't have anything. And we are so peaceful, so joyful. We are directly experiencing ourselves here. This is the way to experience ourselves also. No? By resting in ourselves, without effort, we experience ourselves also. And there is no compulsion that how much, how deeply one should be in this state, as much as you want to be. This is not something we are doing with a stressed way. No, no, it's not a stressed way, but more voluntarily, by our own will, through our own understanding, by the value we have for it. We are learning somehow how to how to withdraw ourselves from doings. No, it's a very subtle thing, but it is very rewarding. We are learning somehow to withdraw ourselves from continuously doing or attending thoughts, feelings. No, and this is how we are learning also the way of the being mode. We are not losing any abilities of the body mind. We are not losing any ability of the soul to attend anything, body mind. It's just that we are not attending anything right now. And remember, when we say that we are not attending anything right now, there are still many subtle engagements present inside us. Let us be aware of them right now. Like a like a sense of sleep, a sense of waiting. We might be attending that, and we may choose not to attend that right now. And as soon as we choose not to attend that, we slip into our being, into our natural state of being, into our true state of being. So this much we need to be alert. Any sense of heaviness, any sense of darkness, confusion, or anything else. Meaning now the thoughts and feelings are not there specifically, maybe their effects, energetic effect is here. And we don't need to attend that also. But we need to be aware that we are not attending it. And how? By seeing that, am I experiencing those things? Or am I just aware that they are there? There's a difference. When we attend them, we experience them. When we don't experience them. We are just aware that yes, there is a heaviness in the body, or there is a heaviness in the energetic, structures inside. But we are not attending it anymore. There could be a heaviness in the heart, in the emotions or feeling or anything, but we are not attending it right now. Because we are learning to attend our own being by not attending anything. And still we will find that after resting for a few seconds in the silence of our being, then again we will attend some things, remain alert about it, and let go of that again also, and return to the natural state again and again. No? So like this, we are developing eyes to see how we continuously attend subtle things, if not the gross thoughts and feelings, like you know. So there are two type of two ways through which we are attending things inside us. One is the personal way, you can say, in the sense that through a story, that we attend a thought and there is a story around it, about it. We attend a thought, feeling, and there is a story connected to it. So this is one way we are attending, and we have withdrawn ourselves from it now. Another way is energetic. There is no story, but there is just a direct experience of something happening inside, and we are attending that. Let's be aware of that part now. So a story, we have we have slipped out of that level of story. So a story is the mind, no mind. Let's say, so we slipped out of mind now. Now into the heart, and experiencing now whatever is. Now we are experiencing the same thoughts and feelings and everything directly, energetically. Let us let go of that also now. With or without a story, we are not experiencing anything now. Actively, I want to highlight this. Some of you may catch it very quickly that you as you are clearly seeing that no, I'm not attending my story right now. I'm not attending my thoughts and feelings. I'm not attending anything now. And I'm enough aware that I'm not attending anything now. Is it not clear now to you that you are not your story? That you are not your thoughts and feelings? Is it not clear now? It is clear now that I am not my thoughts, I am not my feelings, I am not my story. I am, but not my thoughts. I am, but not my feelings. I am, but not my story. And both things are established now, that I am, and also I am surrounded by energy, thoughts, feelings in this body mind. Both things are established now, isn't it? And in this just sitting, we are invited to just not attend anything. Attend means anything which is in a way external to you, the being. And just by not attending anything, we are returning to who we are, naturally into our true state of being, into our natural state of being. It's not a magic what we are doing, but who you are is the real magic. This what we are doing is the simplest thing to do actually. What is the simplest thing to do? Do not do anything. This is simplest for the being that we are. But the real miracle, the magic is who we are actually. What is this sense of existence? होने का भाव, no? There are three bhav or three fundamental states in which we find ourselves to be. Uh, Karta bhav, no? Karta bhav means sense of doer, state of doer, no? Karta bhav, state of doer. From there, through our effort, we can come to drashta bhav, state of seer. From the state of doer to state of seer, no? And from the state of seer, drashta bhav, to hone ka bhav, to the state of existence, I am. This sense of existence is not a seer state of seer also. Neither doing anything nor seeing anything even. No. Only alertness to make sure that I am not doing anything. Because seeing is doing actually. Is there a seeing without doing anything? And if yes, that is fundamental seeing, no? That is original natural awareness, no? Let us discover that natural awareness today, right now, by not doing anything. As we are able to live our own self, our own natural state, it will become easier and easier in the coming days to return here without too much effort. Because this requires understanding, not effort, to come back here into our natural state. It requires understanding, deep understanding, not effort. Because effort takes us out. Effort cannot take us back into ourselves. Only understanding. And a little bit of a guiding and a support, no? This is almost like end of this guiding now. I feel that while we are within this guiding only, any one of you feel like opening your eyes you can open your eyes while continue living in your natural state. So that we can see that if I do not make any effort, then my eyes are like empty windows made of glass or something. Nothing goes out, nothing goes in. And like this, all of my senses and my mind and my consciousness is like empty when I'm resting in my being. Like they are there, but there is no one attending them. The consciousness is here, the attention is here, the mind is here, the senses are here, but no one attending them. It will be very, it will bring deep understanding in our mind, and that will enable us to return to our natural state more and more simply during the day also, we are working and like this. So continue not moving, continue in your natural state. Do you notice that if you don't come out of yourself, then there is nobody looking through your eyes, there is nobody listening through your ears, there is nobody attending anything and everything through the mind. It's a eye opener that so it's myself who attends, not that there is a compulsion to attend. No. If you feel, you can close your eyes for one few seconds and then afterward open your eyes and see the difference. This is the end of the guiding now. Thank you for joining this guiding. Thank you. We think that our thoughts are ego, our feelings are ego, our body is ego. We feel like this many times. Fundamentally, no. Our body may have egoic tendencies. Our mind may have egoic thoughts, and our feelings or emotions may carry egoic effects, but fundamentally no. Fundamentally, the ego means the sleep. You, the being, when sleeping, this is ego, no? And like this, through this simple direct meditation, you, the being, is waking up. No? Waking up is the clear knowing that I am within these body minds. No? And then living that truth more and more. Yeah. There are many things before, during, and after awakening, but fundamentally, waking up is the waking of that ultimate experiencer of everything that we are. No? So very nice. If anyone want to talk to me, you can talk also now. One word.
Kind of a quick report of this meditation, of this guiding, is that is like your voice, or where your voice is coming from, is like it feels like a beacon or like a anchor in the moving sea, or something. It's like if to follow or to focus on your voice or where it's coming from. It also has, I feel, an inbuilt mirror in it. Like it feels like a maybe many more functions, but two functions I could clearly feel, see, experience, was that if I hold onto your voice, I see myself better, or I see / experience / live. Like I feel it's one, in a way, one thing. It was very, very clear. And when I got, when the focus went away from your voice to whatever else was there, this was the, I think you also asked in between, like, be aware how you start moving again, or maybe something like this. And this was my seeing that the focus left. And this is why I feel it's so useful, you guiding, like your voice. Like it's, I feel more safe or less prone to go astray and maybe attach myself to a not real anchor. Like it looks kind of stable maybe, but we don't know so much. But this one in the guiding is like solid thing.
Yeah. Thank you. That you can see, because this is already very good, state of you, the being that you have this kind of wisdom woke up in you now, no? Let me just say a little bit something, and that will help so much more in understanding this also to everyone. No? In computer we have one language we call default, like hey, using some USB mic and make it a default device, default mic, or recording device or something, putting some speaker or wired headphone or something, make it a default playback device like this in computer. So default, our default state at present is not our true state. By making effort together like this, we are trying to make our true state our default state. What is the benefit? The benefit is that now you can be kind of careless in a way. Like you don't need to be alert all the time now. And still you will function by default from your true state only. No? So that is the change or switch over that is possible. That the true state becomes the default state. Meaning the body mind energies only function from the true state only. They report to the true state only. They do not report to the false state, false way of being anymore. And then all the effort is gone now. No? Now if somebody insists too much that can you try to speak in a personal way or something, you may try. Like we have memory, and memory may help us in this. But that will be effort now. And we will not succeed really, truly. But I'm just trying to show you the contrast that when our true state becomes the default state, we are home. No? Now whatever we do, and in this change, in this shift, guidings like this, our own satsang, our own meditation helps. It's not that there is a mind somewhere inside us which has to report to the true state, meaning it has to learn. No, as mind we have to learn that my true state is my natural state only, and my not true state is not my true state. A strange thing to say in the simplicity, but like we have to actually understand it consciously. That's why I invited in the end that open your eyes so that you can actually see. When you are normal, when we are normal, that time we have to figure out that what is my true state, what is my truth. When we are not normal, when we are in a special state of meditation or something, that time we may experience many things, but we will not return here. We will return only to the default state, which has been set inside, no? The consciousness. So it is the consciousness which has to switch, that the registry key has to change there. No? And it is changed actually. So swiftly, so smoothly. Mainly because of value. As soon as we have value for our true state, that change or that shift starts happening. Value means what? Value means that we see that I am getting maximum from life from this state. While when we are living in the ego state, we still see that I am getting maximum from my ego state only. From my true state, I get only peace, nothing else. And because of that, we will continue coming in contact with our true state and feel happy, and returning back to ego state because we get maximum from life through that only. So there is nobody else deciding, no. We feel that I'm caught up in the ego state. We are not. Nobody is caught up anywhere. Everyone, every being is absolutely free all the time. Because we are free to be in our natural state, we are finding ourselves not in the ego state also, not in the true state, because we are free to be in our true state. We are most of us are finding ourselves not to be in the true state. That is mainly because of the freedom we all have. If we did not have a freedom to be in any other state, we could never be in any other state than true state. No? Do you see? Because we have freedom. Every one of us has freedom. And nobody else is deciding that except ourselves. So home, we call coming home, is not some place somewhere. Home is that state of being where home is where our natural true state is default state. No? That is home. No? What we experience or what we attend is not really deciding who we are. What we take ourselves to be is deciding what we attend or what we don't. No? So as soon as we are acting, let's say responding to life from the true state, still we are free to attend any and everything, no? But the way is going to be very different. The treatment, the response will be very different towards the same things, no? Like from the troubled state or from the ego state, many times we are more interested in the discussions, in the detailing of the problem. And from our true state, we are interested in the solutions more now. Not in the discussions of problem anymore. Like we like to discuss the problem as minimum as possible. We like to discuss the solution as much as possible now, For example, many change happen. Everything can be attended, but then everything will change also inside because our interest at every level of body mind will also change, So that change also takes place without anything else, without doing anything else. So I hope that it will add something to what you were saying, and it will become more clear that why guided meditations like this or satsangs are valuable. They are good for those who want to taste little bit truth. They are invaluable or vital for those who want to make that shift now from the person, from the ego to the self, to the being. But they have to understand what exactly is this shift, what happens. Even through the guiding like this, there was a guiding in it for understanding what is this shift. What is the be? Who I am? What is the being? What it means to be? What it means to attend anything? This is full guiding there. Complete guiding is there. So not only listening to this guidance for guiding for coming to the peacefulness, but also to understand who I am. Also possible. I hope this is good. Thank you. I really want to say with folded hands to all of you, if possible, if you can connect to this what I'm sharing right now. We are very heavily defining ourselves based on our state of body, mind, our behavior, and everything, which completely makes sense when we are living in a practical life in a society where there are other people also, other beings are also living. It completely makes sense, But that habit continues even when we have come to discover who we are. Like we tasted ourselves today very nicely, peaceful, joyfulness felt. And then after this satsang, some activity will happen, we will respond in some habitual way, and we will think, now that I have lost myself. How you can lose yourself? You are just one yourself, no? How it is possible to lose ourselves? But because of that thought, we will get engaged now in trying to fix that thing which is causing me to lose myself, or causing a dent on my white self-image, no? And then we will be so busy that we will not attend who we are, and now we will not be white anymore. You know, just try to read between the lines a little bit also here. You know, so nobody can lose ourselves except in these ways. During the process of self-discovery and awakening, we need to keep that within ourselves only. Like two separate things in a way. Like, okay, whatever outside is outside. When I'm attending things, I'm attending things. But when I'm attending myself, just attending myself. It's like keep reinvesting the, the, the money that you get within yourself. Keep reinvesting. Don't withdraw any money from there yet. It will start overflowing somehow at some point. Like it will become too much of an investment that it will give too much lot of reward that they will become visible in our own behavior and practical life and everything by itself, smoothly, very smoothly, effortlessly. Just wanted to add this also. Thank you. Uma, you want to talk?
जी नमस्ते जी
Namaste.
जी it was very beautiful guiding and it was actually like this you said and just now that it was uh, um, it was like map for me uh, that how I leave attend and leave the thoughts and attend and leave the feelings, then go. It was like we are moving with you in the map and details. Yes, it was. I could live freshly. This guiding means and fresh, just sitting.
Good, good.
Also, it was the clarity was there that I feel, and that choose truth. Means I can say in one way that choose truth means don't choose anything. I feel like it was very new for me, so I'm feeling very happy and thankful. Thank you.
How amazing is this? This insight, no? This clarity. That choose truth means don't choose anything. I want to stop here and stay here for some time with you. Because fundamentally, why we are choosing anything? Let's look deeply right now. Because of some desire or preference, from where that desire or preference comes. From living in the state where we don't know who we are, no? It comes from there or not? So effectively, every choice that we are making is a choice coming from the false self, no? If we want to choose truth, then we have to stop choosing. I'm not talking about practical life, no? I'm talking about internally, no? Not practical life, practical life, we will have to choose continuously, no? And that's going to be a little bit of a thing to be adjusted or digested, no? So even if you have a desire that, hey, even if I have, let's say, desire that, hey, you, Uma, should wake up and I'm helping you a lot and everything, no? But if I get attached to this desire on a continuous manner, no, what will happen, you know? Then I will not be able to help you, you know. Or maybe I will be able to help you, but at the cost of forgetting or coming out of the natural state of being. No? Do you see what I'm saying? So within the desirelessness, choicelessness of the being, this choice is being made that, hey, let's share this meeting. Hey, Uma, you need help. I feel inspired to help you. But there is no continuity of things here. It is all spontaneous, no? So we need to be very alert when things very quickly become personal. You know, personal means, in this case, choice coming from false, no? Coming from false self. No, it's nice, no? It's very nice because just sitting meditation is this choiceless awareness of who we are, choiceless being. No? Just sitting meditation is choiceless being. That is just sitting, no? Being without choosing anything. Because what exactly we attend fundamentally it begins by a choice, by a preference. When we don't have a choice or a preference, we don't attend anything. No? Yeah. And I want to really say that my love for you, for example, if not if, but I have love for you. So my love for you is not a choice. It is choiceless flow coming from the being. It neither binds me and it cannot bind you also. That's why it is not personal. It does not cause any bondage. But out of which we can create a bondage, a imagination of a relationship, and or we can have a relationship with this also. That I have to love you all the time. For example, like this we create so many relationships and so many bondages in the state of sleep, no? Of towards who we are. Thank you. Very nice. One thing that is very visible here when I'm with you here, that as we are living the effortless being that we are, no, and when we are happy to look at each other or just to be in each other's company, no, it is so naturally clear that this being is one being. You know, this being is one being, uh, living somehow supporting two body minds and like this. I mean, none of you really have to take this like a truth. I'm just sharing my experience. Because it may feel like a bit scary to some, like, oh, I'm going to lose my, autonomy. And no, you can never lose your autonomy because you don't have. We can never lose ego because we don't have it. We can never lose our being also because we don't have it, we are it also. So we just cannot lose anything really on the path of awakening. But we lose what we imagine exist. No? We imagine many things to be existing and we live them as if they are there. And those things when not there anymore, we feel, oh my God, what happened? No? So if me and you are not two, how can you hurt me or how can I hurt you? No? But our togetherness and our interest for truth is definitely going to do something, some kind of fire, no? Which is going to burn whatever need to burn, or whatever need to be highlighted also. No? It's very good actually. Thank you, all of you. Very nice to be with all of you. No? I just want to let you know that any one of you, in any possible way, trying to explain yourself and express yourself to me through your questions and everything, and trying to believe and prove that I am a person and I want to be free from it. Silent, in my silence of being continuously, I am living the truth that you are. All this while when we are discussing. No? That discussion is happening on top of it, within this truth, that I am a being and you are a being. And that's why silent sittings and just sitting silently here, sometime not talking, is so valuable. That's why. That is not the time to go to sleep. That's the time to become so alert. Okay, what's happening now? So, thank you. Yeah, Joy, you want to talk?
Namaste, Ji.
Namaste.
Just feel like listen to you silently, but still like to connect with you from the silence, but still like to also listen to you too.
Oh, it's nice, no?
And I feel this day is more like I'm watching Zoe in doing things every moment like this.
How nice.
Yeah.
As we become more and more silent, Zoe, somehow the sense of struggle, uh, sense of confusion, and sense of complaint also kind of washes away from our life more and more. The harmony, the perfection, the beauty of life, and the truth of who we are somehow start revealing by itself, because it was never hidden anywhere. It's just that we got caught up into a sense of restlessness, like a disharmony, like a bubble of uh, vibration which is not natural vibration of being. And then from there we were experiencing many things which don't exist. And we were not able to experience the beauty, the effortlessness, the joy and the truth of life and ourselves, no? By just coming to silence more and more, we are just returning to the truth. Truth is not like many things. Truth is appearing as many things, no? But it's not like many things. Truth is one, no? It is appearing as me and you right now. No? Talking to each other. You know? And once we develop the taste for it, no? Taste for this silence of your being, we lose interest for all other taste actually. Not that we cannot taste them, but we simply lose interest in everything else. Like there's no addiction left anymore, that's what I mean. We think that we are caught up in the mind or something. No, we are addicted to the mind, not that we are caught up in the mind. We are addicted, we are caught up in the addiction to the mind, not that we are caught up in something called mind, which is like a space or something. But we are not aware of it. As soon as we are aware of it, we will become more and more clear that there has to be some way, and there is a way. The way is living the silence. This just sitting meditation is the most fundamental approach. Like no fighting with the addiction with the mind, and yet somehow finishing it completely. Like at some point, we just don't feel interested in going in the mind way, mind model, like ego model anymore. We just like to live in this natural, true state of being. Because we can think from here, we can attend life, we can do everything much, much, much better and so joyfully. Why we would like to go in that way of the struggle? No? It is like from the beast mode to the being mode. No? You know, you can understand this, no? Because many of us who have done a lot of work in the practical life, we know that, meaning I just got to know from Miriam only that when we are too much into doing of things, we just become very emotionless and like this, very centered but emotionless. And that's called beast mode, no? Beast mode. From that beast mode to being mode, without losing the powers of the beast, just losing the blindness, unconsciousness, restlessness of that beast. So the being mode is anything but laziness. No, it is exactly opposite of laziness. Like so full of energy all the time, so full of aliveness all the time. Does not mean full of restlessness. There is a difference, no? So thank you, beloved. I just felt inspired to speak like this upon listening to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ji. It's always feel so much be blessed. We're able to chat with you here.
Thank you. Very, very nice to talk to you. Thank you. So anybody else want to talk to me? Nishant?
Namaste, beloved. Can we explore the being mode? In the sense, as we stay in the being mode, there is restlessness that starts to build up. You know, can we take a look at and see how we get pulled out of that?
That's very good question actually. Good exploration, no? So can we try to actually do it right now so that
Yes,
we know firsthand,
yes,
and it will be easier to connect also, no? And all of you are invited. That let us sit in our being mode right now for some time, and not every one of you, but Nishant, you report to me as soon as you feel that restlessness has built up already and trying to pull you out of it. Meaning that impulse has come to attend something now. So in this case, being mode is where we are not attending anything. Just being, but not attending anything. Letting the body be where it is, letting the thoughts and feelings be the way they are, letting everything be the way it is inside. And we are just not doing anything right now, but we are just very silent, present, and still in ourselves. And allow the building up of the restlessness also. Don't try to suppress it. Don't try to suppress anything. Don't try to suppress this. Don't try to transform it into peacefulness. Don't try to transform anything into peacefulness right now, into anything actually.
I can feel the energy building up inside, beloved.
Huh. So let that energy build up, and as you feel that this energy need to attend something without actually physically doing anything right now, let it attend whatever it it feels. This energy feels inspired to attend. No? Let it attend while you still remain in your relaxed state of being.
I could feel the energy inside me increase and increase and increase. But it did not get to a point where it was pulling me to action. But as I listened to you speak, it tangibly started getting milder and it started relaxing, just staying as a being, just listening to you.
So let me just speak a little bit. and you will understand more deeply that this building up of this energy actually is not independent of you. It is because of you. Because you, the being whose natural state is effortless existence, has been living in the state of doer for a long time. And you, the being, partially understood that this is my truth, the effortless existence. And yet, within your understanding, that impulse is still there to do something. So that impulse within you is what is building up this energy, resulting into a sense of, impulse to do something. It's not there is some energy which can do something without you in this context. It's just you only. No? The more clear you become that I am this which is just present, the more somehow this energy disappears, the impulse disappears. Because it is you who is giving momentum to it in your not knowing yourselfness. Live in the knowing yourselfness now. And the momentum, whatever given, will play, but you will not give new momentum to it anymore. And that's how you will feel peaceful. Like another simple way of saying this, maybe everybody can correlate to it more, is that once you have decided to just sit and do nothing, why you need to monitor whether there are thoughts or not? Why you need to monitor whether there are feelings or not inside you? Why you need to monitor whether your body is feeling sleepy or not? It's just a simpler way of saying the same thing. The answer to this why is the remaining ego inside us. Ignorance. Ego means ignorance in the self, no? In the soul that we are. Self-ignorance. Ignorance means self-ignorance in this case, not any other ignorance. Self-ignorance. Self-ignorance is like a darkness which can be removed by your presence only. In it. By your presence means not getting some presence from somewhere, but by being present in yourself. Just one answer to this, all of it. To cut the root. Why we need to think about anything, feel about anything, or even attend that whether I am thinking or not, when we have decided to just sit. And it is an important question to ask. Everybody need to ask this question really. And it is very good to know also, even in the beginning of this inquiry, that oh, so like something is pulling me. Let's see what is pulling me. How exactly it pulls me. Who I am, who is pulled out of it, because of it, and from where to where. And this whole, just bringing this whole thing into one light and being once here, is just going to break the hypnosis here. One of the most powerful experiences I have come across, not only in myself, but maybe not in myself, but others, is that like the sense that when we meditate that I'm going deeper in myself. No, this is there is a sense we experience that I'm going deeper in myself. What is that? Can the ocean go deeper in itself? Can the sky go deeper in itself? You are the sky in this case, in which everything is happening. How can you go deep in yourself? It's a very valid experience, like it's a good sign, but not true. The report is not true. So I think we are good now, Nishant. Please
Can I
tell me.
check something about the last thing you mentioned, beloved? So,
No,
fundamentally,
but the previous the exploration has gone well, no?
yes, it has gone well. It is tied to both these things together. Actually, the last thing that you mentioned about going deeper, as well as the exploration, is exactly the same point, I think. Yeah. So fundamentally, there is the being mode, there is the energy that builds up, and then there's a pull that takes us from the being mode to interacting with the energies. Yeah. So is it what I observed was that the key to staying as a being is essentially relaxing into the being, then that, rather than trying to fix the pull that happens from the being to the energy. Is this true?
Yes. Because trying to fix the pull is already accepting that it is something external. It is some other power doing something, no? While I am trying to undo that, no? While it is you only who is doing it, and now it is you only who is going to undo it. Like you both two of your hands fighting with each other, no? It is only going to result in a struggle more than our any other desired results, no? And the problem with this is that even for a moment, both of our energy, let's say both of the uh, hands get tired, we will rest in our being for some time. No? But the problem with this is that still we will carry the misunderstanding that it is somebody else doing it. That is the problem with this model. Freedom is absolute clarity. No? Freedom is not like this something happened, oh, something happened. No, when you, the being, become clear. What is what? Or who I am. No? That's a freedom or awakening or not? Less than that will not do. And we are trying our best for less than that. No? And by the way, those things which look too big for us are much simpler than those things which we are trying. The fundamental pointings which are shared in satsang are for the being. And we are continuously trying them as the ego, as the mind. That's why they look very difficult. Like a doer is asked, don't do anything. How not to do anything now? You know, like because the doer does not have that kind of system in it, understanding in it. No? Like I know how to do, but I don't know how not to do anything. Like that's not built in me, no? Like this. But if you, the being, stays, you will become detached from the sense of doer. No? This is also the answer to what we were exploring. No? So this just sitting meditation is a very powerful meditation. But when it is done alone, through our effort, maybe not so possible. But when we do together, it's so very possible. Like the source of life, the existence is supporting us somehow, here. I kind of forgot now, but I think we are on the same subject still, no? Yeah.
Wow, it was great, beloved. The feedback you gave us felt like a laser, like tip of the needle, precisely. You addressed it so well. Thank you so much.
Very nice. That it is also indication for me to, for your state, that how mature or open you are for listening to the truth directly. No? How wonderful. If I can say like this, that if we get to know one day that there is a truth beyond ego, we will like to jump on it, no? Because that's what we are searching for, no? But if we get to know afterward that this is the truth beyond ego, but also this is the truth beyond the self, then what we will do? Then we will back off a little bit. No, 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 no. I don't want this truth. Which basically means fundamentally that we don't want truth actually. We want what we call the self. And who we are, who calls it the self? What is the source of our knowledge? What are the bases on which we are calling it the self, which is the answer to my problem called ego? And that is, Nishant, the difficulty in waking up. We have two ideas. One is called ego, another is called self. We want to be free from ego, while we are not ready to expose the idea as the idea, or see what is the truth of it. And we want to jump onto the idea called the self. Again, we don't want to expose or explore what exactly is behind this idea of the self. And if we do, anybody who does, they wake up. They realize I am the self. Like every one of us, every one of you is the self right now and always. What you are doing is a different business, no? It's an individual business of individual body level, no? What I am doing, what you are doing in this time in the body, in life. But thank you.
Very quickly, I would like to appreciate the cherry on the freedom cake. I feel it's I think we had this conversation long time ago about what is freedom, and in my personal Wikipedia entry for freedom, it was like I can do whatever I want or something, and now coming to the cherry on it, which is, I feel actually like if you think it through, it has to come, but still it's such a nice cherry. It includes, freedom includes also not doing. Like this, I have all the tools to do whatever, and plus, or actually inbuilt, also not to do. But I feel usually this is something, or at least for me, I was happily overlooking it in a way, this not doing part, but which makes the freedom complete. Like otherwise, it would be only one side of the coin. Like and it seems so simple in it, but this sentence, not I'm also allowed to not do this, is so it blows something up. I feel in me. It's
Yes, yes.
And I want to very much appreciate it, and I always feel very excited with this part, in a way, of freedom. Like, it's.
Oh, yes, yes. I understand this. Let's say when we are sitting quietly inside us, thoughts are coming to us, and we will attend some thought. Thought is like a information. Sometime what is going on in the world, in my house, in my relations, and everything. Thought is like a information about other things, like also invitation also sometime to do something. Like somebody calls you, sends you a text message, or calls you verbally or something. No? But when we are sitting quietly inside us, we will at any given point of time choose to either rest, that okay, I'm not doing anything right now, no, yes, or now I'm in doing mode. Let's say, like office, home, office, home. So now I'm in office, okay, or in the word and home, no, like this, in the word, home. So now in the word mode, okay, I'm listening. So will when you will attend the thought, will you attend any and every thought? No. You will attend what is most valuable, what looks like most valuable to you, which will add value to some value in somebody's life or your life. No. Well, let's say all the thoughts and all the calls of the thoughts right now, and you find them to be not useful right now. Will you not also do the same thing, that I choose not to attend any of them right now? Isn't it? It is something similar to what happened in our election, voting system in India also, long time back. Before we had candidate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say, candidate 1 to 5. We have to choose only among them, and let's say if you don't like any of them, then. So then we had now a new system, option 6, none of them. We have in system none of them. No. So that system is inside us also. None of the thoughts right now. None of the feelings right now. None of the activities of life right now. We can actually. And we will, as we will become more relaxed and conscious, rooted in our wisdom of being. And that's a very efficient way of living life. What I'm talking about is about a actual, a real modern man, human, no? Not just modern in the thinking, but holistically grown up in a way. No? That I'm not against life or anything, but I'm totally against wasting my time. I will choose to live in the joy of my being until something important comes, which I feel will be right or appropriate to attend. And that somehow becomes so much more and more effortless, Miriam, as our wisdom wakes up, wisdom of our being wakes up more and more, by living the joy of our being. What a fantastic package it is. We are just not seeing it, maybe, no? That just by living the joy of our being, the joy which we were searching for whole of our life, in everything that we were searching for, we were just searching for joy only. We were not searching for anything else. So that joy which we were searching for in everything, in every minute, everywhere, is here, and we are living it now. And that is waking up our natural wisdom to appropriately attend thoughts, feelings, life events, calls from life as and when we feel, when right. We are not dead or asleep or gone to forest or something. No, we have just gone to our being, inside us. And we are just not attending because we don't want to. Not that we are not capable of attending anything anymore. This is a big mistake we have, that when I know myself, I'm not capable of attending anything. No, it's absolutely false. We are much more capable of attending anything now than ever. It may take some time for body mind energies to report back. Like lost troops, like lost soldiers in the forest and all, and they uh, radio contact you, and then they know where is the new headquarter now, or something. It may take some time, but otherwise not so much time.
And also, this not doing is not has nothing to do with laziness. Like it's in a different. Yeah, laziness is more energy based. Yeah, but doing or not doing is a decision. So it can't, or it doesn't interfere, or it doesn't.
No,
It's not.
not at all.
Yes.
I mean, the laziness and all will come after the decision, not before the decision. No, after you have decided to, okay, I want to attend. Let's say I want to attend this meeting, which includes dressing up, taking my bag, and then going in the car or like this, and to that office, and then spending 1 hour, and then having that nice coffee there in the cafeteria and all. So that processing is done by the being that we are like this, like just like it throws the light of itself onto the facts, and it draws the conclusion that how much inspiration I have right now, and what is the state of body mind. Like body is feeling lazy. Body feeling lazy means not healthy, no, not not balanced or something. So that all will come after only, no, not before. Yeah, very good. Laziness also, maybe we can define in one sense, we can define laziness of the body like um less habitual, like body is less habitual of doing physical work, for example. It has not got the training of it, maybe. That's okay, no? Train your body, then mind is not habitual of thinking so much, so it is feeling like lazy to think about these things too much contemplation happening today. Then if necessary we can train, or if not necessary, meaning if you the being decides that no, it's not necessary, I'm happy to be lazy, you know then what's wrong in that? You know what I mean? What's wrong in that? But there will be no inner conflict, no? You are absolutely free from inner conflict. That's what it means to be peaceful, no? No inner conflict. Whatever way life goes, whatever feelings arise, whatever things happen, but no conflict inside between you and you. There is no other conflict between you and energy, thought, or feeling. It's just you and you. No, like you like to go to this meeting, and also you don't like to. That is what we have to resolve. Only one thing we have to resolve, nothing else. That one thing resolved and coming to one place of being, living from one wisdom of our being, undivided being, is the answer, man. I choose to be lazy and not attend the meeting. You will be supremely happy. I choose to struggle and attend the meeting. You will be again supremely happy. Not not maybe happy in the body level, but in the being level you will be so happy, no? That you feel this is worth going through this struggle. We think that our problem is the body level, mind level, this level, that level. Not really. The core problem, like many beings are there who are living as a person very strictly, and and for them maybe superficial level there are these are the problem. But for a being like us who want to wake up, these are not the problems. There's only one problem: dividedness in the soul. Just one problem. Not that the soul can be divided, but the soul is trying its level best to remain divided by holding on to two different kind of ways of looking at things at the same thing. Like who are you who is against something and for something at the same time? Are you two people or one? If you are two, doesn't matter. Fire, bring out all your guns and fire at the enemy, because then there is an enemy inside, and just you know how to kill it, yeah, simply mercilessly kill it. But if it is you only, then why you need to be confused about it? No, like, do you both of you need to sit together and discuss that? Okay, see what to do. You are just one undivided being. No, how you can discuss with yourself anything? No, do you see what I'm saying? We have to return, like we have to withdraw our hand, both of these hands, from these two gloves of two different kind of outlook towards the same thing, and then fold your hands like this, and you feel, oh, they are my hands. Both of them are my hands. Like I am one being, one power, one strength, one flow. No? Yeah. Thank you. It's nice. Thank you. It's much easier to be free from confusions. No. It's really much simpler to be free from confusions. No? Or any struggle, actually, internal struggle, no? Like this. So I think this is very good. It is towards the end of this meeting now, and if somebody want to talk to me, you can talk quickly. Otherwise, we also end this meeting now. Like I'm having this feeling to hold on to this discussion a little bit longer for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes more. Like we can take one very small example. Like many people like to wake up in the morning, and also many people are not able to wake up in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm talking about that state, that want to wake up in the morning but not able to. And it's the solution is very simple. Give up the desire to wake up in the morning. One thing, one simple, the most simple solution. No, I cannot give up the desire to wake up. For example, somebody may feel like this. Okay, then wake up, no? So what is happening here is somehow we are not ready to acknowledge that I am one. Like we are living in sort of a state inside where we are trying to blame something. You know, I'm just looking at it really. What I'm saying is not really my final word or something like this, but I just wonder what is this kind of a state. Like which one of you are real? Are you the one who want to wake up, or are you the one who is not able to wake up? Which one you are? You know? Because if you are the one who want to wake up, and in the morning you are not present, there's somebody else who is not able to wake up. You will be supremely happy. You were not there anyway. How can you blame yourself that, oh my God, I am not able to wake up? If you are the same one who wanted to wake up and who is also present in the morning, that yes, I am the same one who wanted to wake up and the morning has come, let's wake up now. What can be the conflict now? Do you see what I'm saying? It's a strange thing that, like a mystery which we have to really look deeply into. And as soon as we start looking deeply into it, it starts solving. Because it is nothing but a result of unconsciousness, you can say, like lack of awareness. As soon as we start becoming aware of it, it starts resolving by itself. The sense of division within us start disappearing. Like, yeah, that's true, you know. And in this particular case, the best company will not be those people who want to wake up and not able to wake up. The best company will be those people who want to wake up and able to wake up. No, remember this, because we have many times wrong company also for things like this. No, if we company with those who want to wake up and able to wake up, they can somehow inspire us also, even if they cannot teach us anything. No, that, hey, oh yeah, I'm able to. What you do, did you feel struggle in the beginning? Oh yeah, I used to feel struggle. Okay, okay. So then it's all right for me to feel struggle and continue, and then I will also succeed. Like we can have that kind of inspiration very quickly. So anyway, very good. I think. Thank you. Yeah, Manu, please say something.
Ji, thank you very much, Ji. Ji, when I raised hand, there was something like not, and then you shared this thing, and that resolved.
Yeah. Actually, the thing, Manu, is that thing which you were trying to solve before I shared this, was a result of a sense of dividedness inside us, creating a sense of struggle that I'm not succeeding in what I want to succeed, to achieve. No? And my sharing is a reminder, energetic and experiential reminder from the being to the being, that you are not divided, that you are one. As you are waking up upon listening to it, those struggles are not found here anymore. Meaning those problems which we thought we have to solve are not there anymore. No? Do you see? Because those problems were mainly because we were believing in that state of dividedness, that's my kind of true state. Like there's a truth in it. But as we were, I shared, and you could remember and live that truth. No? You could remember that actually I'm the one only. I'm like absolutely undivided always. So if I'm absolutely undivided always, my answer as yes or no for anything is always going to be total. And then how it can create conflict inside me? It can create conflict in others, not in me. you know, Others may not like it. Like some people may not take no as the answer, and you will give the answer as no. No, I don't like this. Maybe. So our one real problem is actually dividedness. Once that is removed somehow by awareness, by living the truth of who we are, then the superficial level of correction which we wish to make in our life may appear, or we may not, you know, worry about these things so much. Maybe, like it's okay, whatever way life goes, I'm peaceful and joyful. No, but which is an individual call at the level of being. But you are so joyful now, like any and every one of you, how you are right now, how you were right now during this whole meeting. There is nobody else judging you right now that you could be better than you were today. No, you were at your best already, every minute. Are you also feeling like this about you? Or it's just me who is feeling like this about you? This is what I'm trying to point out today, right now. Are you also as happy to meet you as I am happy to meet you? Are you also appreciating your own beauty and truth as I am appreciating your beauty and truth? Your perfection. I'm talking about how perfect you are, how perfect you were every minute in our meeting. Are you also feeling like this? If not, there is something you have to do. That something is called waking up. No? Nothing else. That's all. So living in the ego means living in the belief that something is lacking in me and something has to be changed in me. In the body mind energy, everything has to be changed. Like like they say in the in the science like this, that every 7 years the body changes all of its cells, no cells. And like this, many things are going to be changed over the period of time in the body, mind, and everywhere. Everything has to be changed here, but not anything in me. No, nothing need to be changed in myself. Myself and my wisdom is same thing also. What we call understanding of the mind is something outer. When you say that, yes, I understand this, there is a wisdom of the being which declares that I like this version of conclusion towards this thing. That wisdom is the wisdom of the being, no? Isn't it? Otherwise, that is just a conclusion in the mind, like a thought, no? It's not actual understanding, no? You say, this is my understanding now. Means you, the being, says that this is my understanding now, no? Because you, the being, found it to be quite good actually. Like I very deeply understand now this, and this is kind of good enough for now. That's what it means that, hey, I understand this, no? But that still remains limited to the mind and some portion in the being. The wisdom of the being accepts it, no? That yes, I can explain if necessary in future. Because in the essence, it lives in the being, no? Like this. So very good, Manuji. Thank you that you gave this opportunity.
Thank you, Ji.
And why I shared like this, that that I lived your perfection. Did you live your perfection during our meeting? Why I shared? Because I sense that some restlessness, some self-judgment, or that attending that sense of lack, that something is lacking in me. Like I'm supposed to wake up. Everybody is supposed to wake up. No, I'm supposed to wake up today. How do you know that you are supposed to wake up today? And if we live in the idea like this, we will not live the way we are living right now. The actuality of this moment will not be lived by us. The actuality of this moment includes who we are, what is our state, how confused or clear we are, how lazy or alert we are, enthusiastic we are. All of that is the truth of this moment, no? And we will miss this chance, no? And like this, we are missing the chance to live a joyful, alive, excited, beautiful life also. Beautiful moment, no? And whole life is made of moments only, isn't it? If we can be joyful right now, why we would not like to be joyful next moment, no? So let us learn to be joyful right now. And it is free, by the way. Effortless also. But it will require all the effort to understand the importance of effortlessness. This is also to be understood. Not that, okay, it is effortless means I don't have to make any effort. No, you have to make all the effort. This is a very wrong understanding that my truth is effortless, so I don't have to make any effort. No, if you don't make any effort, you will live in the default way, you will live in the ego state, no? That default has to be changed in the system, no? Unless that default is changed, we will continue making same complaints and same. No, that change has to happen. And for that, all the effort is required. All of the whole of the being that we are has to put itself into work or whatever we call it, no? Into doing or not doing, not doing anything. Let's do not doing anything. It is like this only, no? Because what we will do when we will not be doing the not doing, that time we will be doing. No? Doing means like engaged by default in the state where which is producing restlessness, complaints, which is not enabling us to see the beauty, truth of ourself and life. No? Yeah. I think very, very good to meet all of you. Thank you for joining today. Thank you.